So hi guys, I'm Gemini Jim, back like I never left for a public sneak peek of the BOGO deals for the week of December 10th through December 16th. So let's go ahead and jump into what Publix is going to offer us for BOGO deals this week. Now the first thing I saw is the green wise, the chicken legs. They're going to be buy one get one free. So the cheapest I think I saw was $6.74, and you could grab one for $3.37. There'll be different prices and all that. So then the on the border tortilla chips are $4.29. So grabbing one would be $2.14 for the on the border tortilla chips. Next, the Marzetti's salad dressings. They are in the like the salad section, but they are $4.89. So grabbing one next week would be $2.44. Then next we're having the Fiorucci uncured salami, the 6 ounce. They're going to be $8.29. So grabbing one would be $4.14 if you want to do like a charcuterie board or something like that. This is in the deli section. Next, the Cedars hummus. They have a lot of different varieties. We have hot honey, all different kinds, but they are $4.99. So grabbing one would be $2.49 for those. Next, the Tabla Fresca Farmstead sauces, the 16 ounce. They're also $4.99. Grabbing one at $2.49. And then we're going to have some more meatballs, guys. So the cement meatballs are going to be the 22 ounces. They're $12.99. So grabbing one would be $6.49. So it said 12 ounce through 22 ounce. So these kids meatballs are $8.99. So you can grab one at $4.49. Then the Purdue frozen breaded chickens products going to be $8.99. Grabbing one at $4.49 if you want to try those. Next, we also have these Opa. They have different varieties. These are ready carb gyro. We have the beef and lamb. We have a chicken variety. Y'all, please bear with me. It was people in the way and I was having a little bit of difficulties, but they also have the al pastor pork, I think, and it's $9.99. So grabbing one would be $4.99 for those. Next, we have the Publix Alaskan Panko pollock fillets in a 12 ounce box. They're $9.99. Grabbing one would be $4.99. We also have Publix cooked shrimp. I saw the mediums were $22.49. But you can grab one at $11.24 next week. The ballpark franks gonna be $4.79. Grabbing one at $2.39. I don't believe that the beef ones are included, so be careful. Also, the Stall Mayer hot dogs, they are $1.59. They'll be you can grab one at 79 cents if you want to try those. Next, the Hormel Black Label bacon. It's going to be $9.99. Grabbing one would be $4.99 for those. And then we have the Rana pastas are $5.69. Also, the Rana pasta sauces are also going to be $5.69. So grabbing one of either one of those would be $2.84 if you want to grab those. Now at this store they did have some coupons out of the little machine, but it do say for like the kits in the lasagna, so I don't know if those will work for these. And next is the Borden cheese slices and melts, which are $4.99. So you can grab one at $2.49 if you want to get the Borden cheese. The Cracker Barrel chunk cheese are going to be $5.29. Grabbing one would be $2.64. We also had this cacique cheese. The cheapest one I saw was $4.69. So grabbing one would be $2.34. We also have Kraft shredded cheeses at $4.16. I still want to try those creamy milk ones, but they are $4.16, so it'd be $2.08. Then we have the Brian Dairy Ultra Filtered Milk. They are $5.29, so grabbing one would be $2.64. Once again, we have all the Pillsbury products on promotion. So, the cheapest is $3.29. So grabbing one would be $1.64. I do believe we have the coupons, the Pillsbury, the 1 off 2. Y'all know the drill. The Great American Cobbler Company, we have some apple crisps. We got blackberry, and I think can't really see the other one, I forgot, but they're $8.99, so one would be $4.49. The Sublime macaroons would be $6.59, so grabbing one at $3.29 if you're in the mood for some desserts, y'all. That's gonna be what we're having for this week. Next, the Seal the Season smoothie kits. These are $12.49. They have this blue tropical one. They have super greens, and it's like 3 different ones, but they are $12.49. So grabbing one would be $6.24. Next, the Food for Life bread. They are $7.49. These are in the refrigerated section. So grabbing one would be $3.74. We have all different kinds: sesame, cinnamon, raisin. It's a whole lot of different breads over there. So go for what you know. The next thing we're going to have, even though I think we had enough of these, my freezer's full of the Bird Eye veggies, the 8 to 32 ounce. So from $2.29, I believe, up to $6.99. So if you decide to go from cheapest to most expensive, it'd be $1.14 through $3.49. But I'm sure y'all used a lot for Thanksgiving. Next, we have the Michaelini's entrees. They're going to be $1.69, or if you want to just grab one, it would be 84 cents for that. Next, a lot of people didn't enjoy these. I actually didn't mind the TV dinner ones. They were a little bit better than the other ones, but they're $5.59, so grabbing one at $2.79. The Bertolli skillet meals are going to be $7.99, so grabbing one would be $3.99. A lot of different varieties of these products, so just look and see and grab what you want. So also the Tasty Choice, I'm going to call these skillet meals too, are going to be $6.59, so grabbing one at $3.29. They have the garlic chicken, the chicken florentine, some shrimp scampi, and all that. Next, the Rhodes warm and serve rolls are $6.39. We have some French rolls, some white rolls. They are $6.39, so grabbing one would be $3.19. The Townhouse crackers, as well as the club crackers, are $4.69, so grabbing one would be $2.34. But I see up here it has a coupon coming. I don't know if we already have it, but it's 2 off 2 on the club crackers. So if you do that and use, you can get 2 club crackers for $2.69. The chlorine bleach, the bigger one is going to be $4.99, so it'll be $2.49 for one. This max one, if it's included, they are $3.59, so it'd be $1.79 for one. Also, the stain remover is $3.39, so it'll be $1.69 for one if you want to try that. Our Tide Pods, $8.99, so grabbing one would be $4.49. I do believe there's a coupon. The Tide Liquid, they are tiny. They're going to be $8.99. If you grab one, it's $4.49. This also goes for the Gain Flings, which are going to be $8.99. But getting one would be $4.49. However, their liquid is $7.99, and one would be $3.99. Also, we have the Downy in the Gain fabric products. So they are $8.99. So grabbing one would be $4.49. Seeing the games are on sale this week, $2 off, but the regular price is $8.99. So next week, buy one get one, it'll be $4.49. Now the finish, the 17 counts or 48 counts are the ones that's buy one get one. So the cheapest I saw was the 18 counts, which is $5.99, and it will if you get one, it'll be $2.99, but it's going to go up to the 48 count. The next thing is going to be the hefty press to close bags. They are $5.89. So grabbing one would be $2.94. So you can grab some of those freezer bags, all that good stuff. Next, the 7-Up products, which stay on buy one get one. So the 6-packs and the 8-packs are $8.49. So you can grab one at $4.24 if that's the way you want to do it. Then the pastas this week is the Classico pasta sauces. They are $3.59. We can grab one at $1.79. You know, all the different varieties. Y'all know how it go. The next thing is going to be the Barilla pastas. They're $1.89, so you can grab one at 94 cents. I don't believe that the lasagna is included in this promotion. Also, the Good Planet Parmesan cheese is $3.99. So grabbing one would be $1.99 if you want to try out that. There, I guess it's plant-based. The Mueller's egg noodles are $3.09. So grabbing one would be $1.54. These are the Mueller's egg noodles. Then we have our pastaronis, which are going to be $1.75 or 87 cents for one. Still haven't seen my chicken and broccoli. So of course the rice-a-ronis are going to be included. So they're $2.49. Well, they always that expensive, but they're $2.49. So one would be $1.24. The Vigo rice, as I was looking in the ad, it just says 8 ounce. So I'm not sure about all the other ones, but the 8 ounces are $2.29, and it would be $1.14 for one. The Bush's baked beans, I see the cheapest I saw were $2.35, so $1.17 for one. And they made sure to include these blueies, which are 4 cents more. So yeah. Next, we are getting into the mac and cheeses. A lot of mac and cheeses on sale. The Velveeta mac and cheese are going to be $3.71, getting one at $1.85. Also, the Kraft mac and cheese, same price, $3.71, so it'll be $1.85. The Cracker Barrel mac and cheeses are going to be $4.99, so grabbing one would be $2.49, and I'm just going to assume that these little oven baked macaroni and cheeses will be included. I've never even noticed those before, y'all. But they'll be $2.49 as well if we grab one. The Le Sueur vegetables, which we have a very small selection of in my store, they're $2.45 and one at $1.22. Now the cheapest I saw was $1.67 for a small can of sweet peas, which would be 83 cents for that. Then the Morton and Bassett spices, they range in prices. I have a very small selection in this store also. The cheapest I saw was like the Italian herbs at $7.99. So grabbing one would be $3.99 for those. Next thing we have are the Progresso breadcrumbs, which would be $2.99. Grabbing one would be $1.49 for those. Next, the Kraft mayo. The cheapest ones I saw would be $6.49. So grabbing one would be $3.24. And it seems like we're always getting mayo deals. Hardly ever getting the mustard deals, but here's the mustard deal. The French's 20-ounce squeezed mustards are $3.39, so you can grab one at $1.69. Next, we have these Meat Mitch barbecue sauces. So we have like the naked sauce, the white sauce, It's one just called the yellow brick road sauce, but they're $7.99. So grabbing one would be $3.99 for those. Next is the beer and bourbon sauces. So we have everyday sauce, hot sauce at $3.99. So grabbing one would be $1.99. They also have these breakfast ones. That's $4.49. So grabbing one would be $2.24 if you want to try out those beer and bourbon sauces. Next, we have Mrs. I'm going to say Cubison's croutons. They are $1.99, so grabbing one would be 99¢. And also the salad crisps, Miss Cubison's salad crisps are $3.39. Different varieties, everything, Parmesan. But they're $3.39, so grabbing one would be $1.69 if you want to try out those makings of a very nice salad. Next is going to be the Paces salsa, the quesos, and everything. They're all going to be on sale, but the Paces queso party bowls are $3.99, so they'll be buy one get one, or just grab one at $1.99. Next, we have Snapdragon Ramen soup. These are $2.59, so grabbing one would be $1.29. For those, next we have the Samyang Bodak Spicy Ramen, which are $8.89. Grabbing one would be $4.44. These are 5 packs, different varieties. These are all spicy, and I think I will try them because I love spicy foods. So that is something I would totally fall for. And the last thing that I have are the dozen roses, y'all. They're buy one get one free again for $12.99, or just grab one at $6.49. Now there's still plenty more deals, I'm sure, but that's what I have for you, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.